Have you ever had one of those days where you are super stressed out, you're super tight and tense, and you know that you would feel better if you did a nice, long back bend yoga practice, but you just don't want to? So have I, very often. So today I'm going to show you my favorite poses that can open your chest and your shoulders and your neck even a little bit with as little effort as possible. So stick with me. Okay, before we jump in, hi, I'm Erica. This is Spoiled Yogi. If you haven't been here before, thank you so much for tuning in. And it would mean the world to me if you take a minute, hit that subscribe button, or I'm gonna put the details for how to sign up for my weekly newsletter down below. All kinds of tips and tricks and stories and different things to help you on your yoga and mindfulness journey, especially if you are a mom. So if you are interested in continuing to learn from me, please subscribe, fill out the info down below to get our newsletter, and thank you so much for being here. So today I'm going to show you my favorite lazy shoulder openers. And before I even get into it, just know, anytime you stop and do something to take care of yourself, that is not lazy. It is actually very smart and very necessary, but doesn't have quite the same ring to it, if I say it that way. So we're calling them lazy shoulder openers. I mean, compared to a big, long, like Urdhva Dhanurasana practice, these are pretty lazy, but in a really good, soothing, nourishing kind of a way. So that said, you need all the things. You're going to need a strap, at least 2 blocks. If you have a bolster, grab that, and let's dive in. The first pose that I'm going to show you, if you have studied with me at all in any class, you've probably done it because it is my favorite ever. And you just need a strap to do it, okay? So grab your strap, unwind it if it's all wound up, and put it behind you to the place where your bottom tips of your shoulder blades go, or if you are a person who wears a bra, where the bra strap line is, okay? And then it's going to go forward underneath of your arms and over your shoulders like backpack straps, just like that. And then I'm gonna show you what it looks like from behind. You're gonna crisscross it behind your back. And what this does is kind of remind you to bring your shoulder blades kind of closer together and forward, and at the same time, help you to drop your shoulders down and away from your ears. Now, this has little tails. You're gonna bring your tails forward, again, they're under my armpits, and down just a little bit, which is really going to guide your shoulders in an optimal place to help you to just release all of that tension without really doing very much at all. Now, why do I love this so much? Well, it feels amazing, number one. Number two, if these tails are long enough, you can actually just tie them off and you can keep them. Keep this on you so that you don't fall back into that pattern of I'm all stressed out and shoulders up toward your ears. You can do this when you're typing, you can do it when you're driving, you can do it when you're holding a kid. It's kind of universally amazing no matter what, okay? So that's number one. Number two, you are going to have 2 blocks handy. I like foam blocks for this instead of bamboo or cork because they're a little softer and squishier. This is kind of the only thing I like foam blocks for, but I like them. So here's how you're going to set it up. 1 block is going to be at this height right here. This is going to go at that bottom tips of your shoulder blades. This one is for your head. So I'm gonna put it there and know that I might have to adjust it. I'm going to start with both blocks at the same height. If you know you have a pretty open chest and shoulders, you can, adjust it down or eventually even take it away. Let's show you how it looks first though. Okay, so shoulder blades are gonna go on the first one. Right there, and I'm going to adjust so that it's going to be not painful for me to lay over it. And then my head rests on the other one, right? And then arms go out to the side, kind of like a cactus position. Elbows are bent and backs of my hands are down and on the floor, or at least moving in that direction, right? And then I can do whatever I want to with my legs. They can go straight out in front of me, which is nice. You can keep them bent, put your knees together for more of a constructive rest. And then just take a couple of deep breaths. Notice how it enhances the breathing. Notice how your chest just feels so open and wide. After a few breaths, you might choose to lower your head down one level or to take this block and just get rid of it altogether and just really open. All right, so if you did this one, or if you started to do this one and you were like, that is way too much of a back bend for me when I'm all stressed and tight and tense, here's another alternative for you. Get rid of your blocks. We may use them later, but for now, get rid of them. Grab a blanket and just start to roll it up into a roll. Okay, so this one's already kind of folded a couple times. I'm just rolling it up. It doesn't really have to be perfect, but a nice little firm roll. Put it where your shoulder blades would go and lie down over it. So shoulder blades line up with the roll, and then the same thing. You can do the cactus arms. You might want to adjust. I think I want to scooch forward a little bit. Just find a spot that feels good to you. And then legs can go straight out in front of you. They can open up Baddha Konasana, knees knock in, whatever feels good to you. I'm gonna be here for a breath or two. If you're practicing along with me at home, you be here for a breath or two as well. Or, if you're just getting ideas, you can skip past the breathing part. It's nice to have somebody to hold space for you though, even if you are just following along with YouTube. All right, when you're done with that, just kind of roll over to the side, roll into your hands, and press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. So those are 3 different ways that you can open the chest and the shoulders in a lazy way. Okay, for the next one, you need not yoga props, but a door frame. So you can do this really in any room. And luckily for us, my room here has a nice doorway right in the frame. So I'm going to show it to you. Walk over to your doorway. You got to open the door. Let's see if a dog runs in here. No dogs. So you come to your door frame and you're going to put your hands on either side of it, actually down a little bit low. And you're gonna grab onto the door frame and just lean yourself forward. And this isn't very much of a stretch for me, so I'm gonna step up a step. I'm gonna lift my arms up and then try again. I'm holding on really tight, right? I don't wanna fall on my face. And I'm just leaning forward and I'm letting gravity pull my chest forward and my shoulders back. This is a nice one. If you have a friend that you like to practice with, you can help each other with it, but you don't need that. You just need a door frame. If you don't have any friends, you can still do this shoulder opener. Good. Come upright again. I will shut my door. Good. And last but not least, my favorite way to do Savasana for prenatal yoga, because you don't lay right on your back, but you're still opening through the chest of the shoulders. So here's how you set this up. We're gonna grab our blocks again. We're going to set them up again so that this time the staircase is a bigger height to a smaller height. So it's like you're gonna create a ramp with your bolster. So bolster goes on top of the blocks. You bring your sacrum to the edge of the bolster. Legs can go straight out. Again, you can really have your legs however you want them. I just like them to be even, so maybe not in Sukhasana, Baddha Konasana, straight out in front of you. Because if you do Sukhasana, it kind of shifts your pelvis to one side a little bit and it's not quite even. In any case, sacrum goes to the end of your bolster. I squish mine down a little bit so that it will be comfortable. And then you just lay back over it. And here's where the chest and shoulder opener comes in, is that you just let gravity pull the heads of your shoulders down and hands go out to the sides, palms facing up. So take a few breaths here. One of the benefits to doing these passive shoulder openers is that it's passive, right? It's not hard, but also you're sending a message to your nervous system to just relax, right? To just soothe and let go and undo the tension without having to work so hard for it. And I don't know about you, but in the times when I am feeling the most stressed out, that's what I need. And then maybe I can do an active yoga practice. But first I just need that grounding, that reassurance that, you know, everything is okay. You can take a deep breath. You can be present in your body. You can let go. Good. Let's take one more breath together if you're practicing along with me. And then to get out of this, you want to bend your knees and just kind of roll off of your support and into your hands and press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Okay, that's all I have for you today. I hope that this helps. Let me know what works for you and which one of these is your favorite. Comment down below, and I hope to see you again next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click that bell. Don't forget to sign up for my newsletters. And if you want to practice with me more, head over to spoiledyogi.com and click on the class schedule. I have live classes every week, and I would love to see your beautiful, shining, happy face there. Namaste.